Hey everybody, I'm Andrew. Welcome to Friendly Fitness, and today we're gonna do 15 minutes of core. Those poor abdominals, we're gonna treat them like some sensitive corporate documents and just shred them, okay? So for 15 minutes, we're just gonna take care of business. Now, here's how it's gonna go. 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. So we are gonna get a little bit of time just to chill out between these exercises. I'm gonna explain what the next one is, but you can definitely count on one exercise being in a sitting position or a lying position. So we're gonna spend a minute here, and then the next exercise is gonna be either in a high plank or on the knees, whatever, or a low plank on the elbows. So basically, 1 minute on the bum, 1 minute off the bum, 1 minute on the bum, 1 minute off the bum. It's just gonna be like, flipping a pancake every minute for that perfect, crispy result, So that's basically what we're gonna be doing, but core. So we can either just keep talking about it, I can keep saying weird stuff and make this video longer and longer, or we can just go for it. First exercise is called a static heel reach. I'm trying to keep my shoulder blades off the floor and I'm reaching for those heels one at a time. We gotta start this thing. So, ladies and gentlemen, 15 minutes of pure core burn starts in 5, 4, 3, oh my gosh, 2, 1, let's go. All right, shoulder blades are up. Reach for the heels one at a time. Do this at whatever tempo works for you. You can do a nice slow tempo, and I like to try to eliminate the swing. I'm not just kind of going whoa, back and forth. I like to try to pause at the middle, because that just, for me at least, makes it a little bit more deliberate. Makes my core muscles do a bit more work and rely less on that momentum. And you can do this at a nice quick tempo if that works for you. Whatever. Hey man, we're just here to have a good time and get totally shredded, right? So don't worry, we're getting 15 seconds recovery in just a few seconds. So just hold on to it for another 3, 2, 1. Okay, 15 seconds. Next exercise, flipping it over, the atomic mountain climber. So I'm going into a push-up position. I'm gonna get my right knee close to my left elbow and then bring it back. Left knee to the right elbow, bring it back. That twist is critical. So try to go for that big twist, boom. And if this isn't feeling good, put your hands on a bench or something. Side of a couch, that'll take a lot of stress off the shoulders, and then work on getting that knee to the opposite elbow. But notice that I'm not rushing this. I'm not turning this into a Running Man or anything. I'm really trying to take it nice and slow and get that big twist in. And you can even kind of roll your hips a little bit under, just to get that extra reach. You should feel those obliques doing some work. 8 more seconds. Almost time for that rest. Here it comes, everybody. 3, 2, 1. 15 seconds. The straight leg drop. So I'm gonna keep my legs up in the air. You can really put your hands like behind your head if you want to, but while trying to keep the lower back on the floor, I'm just gonna bring those feet down to whatever place feels good, and then bring them up. Now, weirdly enough, the up position is the rest position. So if you gotta sort of just reset for a second, do it. But if I'm actively keeping my lower back pressed into the floor, there kind of is no rest position at all. I'm working hard no matter where I am. If you want to go all the way down and all the way up, go for it. But really, really try to discipline yourself into keeping that lower back down. Option, bend the knees. We can do kind of a reverse crunch on this one where you do not have to go deep at all, and you can think about getting the knees close to the chest, but just see how far you can go down without letting that lower back come up. Wow, Andrew, you gotta talk through the whole exercise or what? No, we got 11 seconds. Woo, so let's roll over. Plank walkout. So, I'm going into a high plank position. You can do this on the knees as well if you want to, but I'm gonna walk my hands out that way. So, I'm up, walking my hands out, and walking them back. That was 1. It doesn't really matter how many reps you're doing. I don't even know why I said that. But check this out. If I wanna make this a bit easier, I'm gonna take a small step. If I wanna make this a bit harder, a little bit more challenging, I'm gonna take a big step. Same deal, if I'm on my knees, keep your glutes tight. You can take that small step, then bring it back, or Just rock and roll with that big step, and then bring it back. We're only doing this for another 10 seconds, so try that big step, and then coming back while trying to keep the hips as still as you can. This might be my last rep. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. The bicycle, okay. So, it's happening, I'm starting to feel it. Actually, I was feeling it a few minutes ago, but that's okay. I'm just trying to act up on camera, right? Anyway, so I'm getting my knee to my opposite elbow for this one. So, left elbow gets close to the right knee. Alternate, alternate, alternate. Now, I've always liked doing a lower tempo for this one and trying to go for that big range of motion. You can tighten up if you want. You can bring the tempo up. But as always, that lower back, I'm trying not to let it arch off the floor so I can get my hand under my back. I'm trying to keep it pressed into the mat. Just makes my core muscles burn a little bit more. Gives me the better control over my abs. And it makes me more flustered during these videos because I get tired faster. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Rest for 15 seconds only. Plank toe tap, shoulder tap. So, I guess I'm going into a plank position. I'm gonna go into the middle of my mat. So I'm gonna start with a toe tap on each side, starting now. Boom, toe tap, and now, shoulder tap, shoulder tap. My screen's about to turn off, I'm just wiggling it. I wasn't taking a break, no way, I didn't need a break, I didn't do that. Tap with the legs, tap the shoulder, tap the other shoulder. Leg, leg, tap the shoulder, tap the shoulder. While I'm doing this, I'm trying my best not to let my hips move. So check it out. I'm definitely not moving my butt that way, and then that way, and then moving that butt. My core didn't feel that much work when I did that. But if I keep it still, the core goes into overdrive to not let that body fall over. 3, 2, 1. Rest. We do have a bit of a bonus at the halfway point. You can either chill out or do a big plank, but check this thing out. We're gonna do something called a supine plank. So I'm just lying down. It looks super easy, but try to keep your lower back pressed into the floor and just chill. Just try to stay here for a solid, oh goodness gracious, 36 seconds. So it looks like I'm doing zero work. And to be honest, I wish I was doing zero work right now because I'm tired. But I'm really working on keeping my lower back pressed into the floor, and I can feel my core muscles just like getting bigger. They're just like fist pumping each other down there, getting more swole, and that's awesome. But it's really hard at the same time. And if you want, you can bring your heels a little bit closer to you. That feels a bit better. That even feels better. I'm still keeping my lower back pressed down, but I'm taking a lot of that stress off by walking those heels towards me. Oh gosh. Okay, so here's our little bonus minute in the middle. If you want to hold a plank for the whole time, go for it. We have a solid 50 seconds until we move on to the next exercise, so take this time to rest if you want, but I don't know. I got nothing else to do except try to hold a plank for the rest of this thing, so I'm gonna go for it. So I'm in my plank. I'm keeping my glutes and like flexing my butt right now. That seems kind of a weird thing to do, but we definitely don't want those hips to get too close to the ground. We don't want them to be way up here. We want to try to go for that straight line from the shoulders all the way to the heels, or just put the knees on the floor. This is a totally legit plank, as long as we're not doing this. We got our glutes tight, and we got that straight line through the body, but try to hold it. We're only doing this for another 10 seconds before we're doing all these exercises again. Oh gosh. I could really go for a 15-second break right now. 2, 1. Okay, here we go. Static crunch, heel reach. We've done this before. Let's do it again. So, hey, you know, maybe we can change the tempo up this time. It's up to you. If you did the really solid, slow movement with that pause in the middle and it feels like a really good, effective burn, but you just want to change the flavor a little bit, just pick up the tempo and eliminate that pause in the middle. Both are good, both are legit, and training the body to perform like diversely is solid. You just can't really go wrong with that kind of training. You know, so I'm doing a little bit quicker right now, and I only have another 3, 2, 1. Okay, 15 seconds, flipping over that pancake. Here comes that knee to opposite elbow business. It's like a bicycle, except I'm in that high plank position. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Hey, I'm getting stronger with you guys though, right? This isn't easy for me. I hope it's not easy for you. And if it is, do it again. So, big twist of those hips, getting the knee close to the elbow. Let's just do it. We're all fighting our own battle right now. Take breaks anytime you want. And sometimes if you want a bit of extra burn, try like actively flexing your core during the movement. You'll get the burn that much sooner. Yeah, maybe you'll have to take a break, but the result will be a stronger core, and that is what we're after. Last second. Whoa, okay. On our backs. Let's see what's happening next. The straight leg drop. Woo. Try and keep those lower backs pressed into the floor. Bend the knees however much you want. Bring the feet as close to the ground as you want, or as not close to the ground as you want. But see what you can do on the way down, and then come back nice and controlled. Try to keep those legs straight. Try to keep that lower back down, and just experiment with those different ranges of motion. I'm gonna get a bit tired, so I'm probably not gonna go all the way down, because if I do, my lower back, I can feel it, is starting to come off the mat. So I'm gonna opt. Let's keep that lower back down, and try to keep my technique in place. Nice and slow on the way down, nice and explosive on the way up. Remember, you can bend those knees anytime you want, but just test it out. Oh my gosh, time. That couldn't have come 1 second too much later. I was done. The plank walkout. So remember, you control how much this is gonna burn based on how far you walk those hands. But I'm up, I'm feeling strong, so I'm walking big. Big step out, nice and slow, nice and dramatic. Notice that I'm not just getting it over with as quick as I can. Take your time. Feel your core having to do the work to that new, balance, or lack of balance rather, that you're putting on that body. Suddenly my hips want to sort of roll over to one side, but I'm using my core to not let that happen. We've got 12 more seconds. Just fight it. This is 15 minutes of core, and we're getting close. We have just over 3.5 minutes remaining. Here comes the last one. 3, 2, 1. Okay, the bicycle. On your back. Keeping that lower back down if you can. Enjoy these last few seconds before the burn. Oh baby, here we go. It's like stepping out of the shade. The heat. Elbow to opposite knee. Of course, in the wintertime, that sounds pretty nice. And honestly, right now, I can't even tell that it's wintertime. My heat's not working, but I feel hot. Who needs heat in the wintertime? When you got Friendly Fitness 15-minute core videos to keep you warm. Doing this at whatever tempo works. And again, what's the expression? Variety is the spice of life, or something like that. If you want to pick it up, the tempo, that's cool. See how it goes. But I'm kind of feeling this nice, big, slow range of motion. So I'm going to keep that up for another 5, 3, 2, 1. Whoa. I'm getting pretty tired. Toe tap, shoulder tap. High plank. You can do this on the knees if you want to. And if you do it on the knees, just get one leg out, put that knee on the floor, then the other leg out, then tap the shoulder, then tap the shoulder. I'm gonna just try to stay up the whole time. Boom, leg out. Other side. Tap the shoulder nice and slow. Tap the shoulder nice and slow. Try not to do like lightning speed whoosh, taps of the shoulder. We don't want to slap our shoulders too hard, but also we want to give the core an opportunity to really do its job and keep those hips still. Woo. Dude, I feel like my voice is changing over the course of this exercise. I started out sounding all friendly, and now I'm getting all gravelly and growly, but that's natural, I think. Oof, we're so close, guys. We've got 1:25. Up next, supine plank. So, just doing my best to hold that lower back down into the mat. Here we go. There. I'm just gonna try to stay here for a solid minute. For a solid 45, I'm sorry. However, we do have a bit of a bonus thing coming up after this. In the middle of this workout, recall, we did a minute plank. We're doing a 30-second plank at the end of this one. Oof. I feel that really, really acute burn as my core muscles are working hard to keep that lower back down. Oof. Can I hold it for another 20 seconds? Find out next time on Friendly Fitness. Here we go. Hang in there, guys. We're in this together. I'm struggling through it. You're doing it with me, and that helps. That's gonna help me sleep at night tonight. 3, 2, 1. This is literally the last 30 seconds. We just gotta hold a plank, and everybody's gonna do it. The middle plank was optional. This one's mandatory. If you don't do it, I'm gonna knock on your doorbell in about 45 seconds. And I mean it. So just hold on to it. Keep your glutes tight. Try to keep them as level as you can. You have 12 seconds left. We're definitely not resting on the floor now. Just go right until the end. Feel it. And it's okay to keep breathing when you do these exercises, by the way. 3, 2, 1. Yes. Okay. Oh, I get it. Thank you very much. The mozzarella sticks are ready. Okay. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm a little bit flustered right now, and I hope you are too. That was 15 minutes of core. Maybe next time, if you want to try this, don't take the 15-second breaks. Try to just power through it, see how long you can get through. I definitely needed those breaks, but maybe I'll try it sometime without the breaks. Who knows? Either way, if there's ever an exercise that you just really want to see, or a workout that you want to see, just send me a comment, or just put a comment on the video, whatever, and we'll take care of it. But you guys are great. Thanks so much for doing that. There will be more, as always. And I'm going to say goodnight now. My name is Andrew. Thanks for watching Friendly Fitness, and I will see you later. Peace.